This video is for beginners and people that are, transitioning from beginners to intermediate players. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to Minds Behind the Music. I am your host, LA. Today's video, or this week's video rather, is a short little lesson on bass playing, specifically on how you play bass with feel. Now, that's a very, I know it's a very bold thing to say. It's like showing you how do you play bass with feel. But for one, being in order to, separate between a bassist and just someone who picked up the bass, or, a guitarist that picked up the bass, or someone else that, hey, wants to play bass. Playing with feel is probably one of the most vital aspects of playing the bass. That really shows off your skills, your talent, your knowledge of the instrument, and just overall your confidence with playing the instrument. Now, what I mean by this is, say I'll show you a difference. I could probably show you like a little bass line. How do you playing it, just playing the notes, thinking about the notes, and then showing you how you play with feel. So let's try something like this. Now, I'll show you how I play that with feel. Something like that. Or you could just say play it could even just be one chord and you can end up playing that with feel, play like a G. Now, a beginner for the most part would probably end up playing like this. But say someone who, has played, bass and has a history of performing, say, intermediate players, and those that play with feel would end up playing like this. They would feel out the note, feel what's being played here, you see. Sometimes, if you want to feel it, if it's going to be a chord, try to mix it up. For one, sometimes playing with feel involves just one note and just be like, also thinking about the rhythm. When you play with feel, you think about the rhythm. Like, for example, it could just be going from say a song would be in a particular tempo and the drums would go a certain way, like doop doop, like say 120 BPM. Doop 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 doop. One way to play with feel is know your chords. For example, this chord progression was just playing is G, F, and C. Now, with playing with feel, you could add a few extra notes depending on how long the bar is, how long you're playing that chord for. For example, maybe this could be a G major. You could do a you could add that fifth, the D, that might add a little flair here and there. You could take to account, any other notes that are on that scale. But for starters, you could do the common root fifth, But that's beside the point. You could even just tell. You could even play with one note. Move around if you're little. Move around a little bit. Just have a little fun. Um, Heck, if you guys ever seen that, believe College Humor video with Mark Hoppus saying like, "Don't look bored on stage. If you're playing the bass, act like you enjoy it. Even if you don't enjoy it, act like you enjoy it. Like regardless of whatever instrument you play it with feel. Because if you're not feeling it, the people watching you and listening aren't gonna feel it either. So move around, groove, just loosen up a little bit. Just shake around, stretch if you have to. That's one way to get into the feel. Just something like that. Could be any type of bass line. For starters, look at ZZ Top. Check ZZ Top live. See how Dusty Hill plays his bass. Um, Hell, go to Nicky Six for Motley Crue. His bass lines aren't very complex, and he's still playing with tons and tons of feel. Just look at use them as reference for playing live, and this is for the intermediate and the expert players, but Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, that's an example. But my point is, you don't have to play a crazy lick or a crazy bass line in order to have feel for the song. It could just be like one singular note for each chord, like the root. It could just be the same bass line you play over and over and over again. It could just be one particular phrase or hook that goes, or like these are all just you know these are all just examples that I'm shooting out here and there. Um, for example, if you really want a simplistic bass line that can really help you feel out the song and the notes, "Running with the Devil" by Van Halen, "Tush" by ZZ Top, and even some Beatles songs. Check out "Get Back." "Get Back" is a pretty simple bass line. It's just, I believe it's just two chords. It's just A and D, and just hear the music, but also focus on the line as well. Just listen for the changes. But one thing you could always just do is just play one section of the song, see how it feels. Just be like, yeah, I like this. Let's go to the D. Oh, here we go. The most simplest bass lines can have like the most energy to them. "Running with the Devil" is just a couple of notes, like just feel how it goes with the beat. Mhm. Just see how it goes from there. Just I think moving your body along with the rhythm and moving the bass line along with the rhythm, that's just part of how you feel with it. How you feel. Um, well, like "Tush" from ZZ Top, I think is just a couple of chords. It's just a couple of notes. Just has like a really groovy, bluesy kind of beat and groove to it. Just feel it out. Obviously learn the song, of course, but make sure you enjoy it. If you really like hearing it and you like playing it, just enjoy it. Enjoy yourself. That's really all there is to it. Relax, just move and groove, and that's really how you play with feel. You just got to get yourself used to each song and each rhythm, and you'll eventually pick up. I know for starters, beginners are always like, "Oh, what if I get this note wrong? What if I get this note wrong?" It happens. People still make mistakes. Everyone still makes mistakes when they perform live. They're if it involves maybe like a one wrong note, it's probably no one's really going to think about that. I'm obviously not saying mess up live and not care, but I'm just saying just feel it out. When you enjoy yourself on stage, even if you make like a few mistakes here and there, people are going to still enjoy seeing you. It's not going to make a difference whether or not, you missed a note in this section of the song, or you screwed up an ending. But like it's obviously people are not going to pay that much attention to that. They're going to pay attention to how you yourself played on stage, how you presented yourself on stage, and how you felt, how you looked and felt playing each song live. So really all there is to it is just enjoy yourself, enjoy what you play, like find whatever lines you enjoy, find whatever genres of music, find whatever music that is best and that you most enjoy playing and that you know how to play. Learn to enjoy it, learn to just move and groove with it, not just with your bass but with your whole body. that's really that's really all there is to it. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. I will keep you guys updated on any other stuff regarding the podcast. I will work on having another music lesson or another vocal lesson video for you for maintaining your voice slash range. And there'll be more coming in the near future. So as always, stay tuned.